Hi guys, how are you? I hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're going to start part 2 of our tow car series here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you haven't already, I've looked at the algorithm and there is like the majority of you have not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, all that good stuff. If you don't like the video, dislike it. Yeah, that's cool too. No worries. Yeah, like a lot of you haven't subscribed, so subscribe down below. Come on, just touch the button. That's all you gotta do. Just touch it. So today we're going to talk about how do I find out what vehicle can be flat towed. I've had this question a lot. I personally had this question when I started. You know, it's not an easy thing to try and figure out, but I have found like the mother lode, the absolute mother lode on how to find this information out. Okay, so we're going to go over that. I'm going to go over some basic information here, and then I'm going to show you guys on my computer. Hopefully it'll come through for you guys, and we will talk more about this. Okay, so with that being said, this is going to be kind of a long video. Grab a water, some tea, some beer, coffee, grab some snacks, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, all right? And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you guys have not watched last week's video, you are brand new to Driveaway, you're thinking about doing Driveaway, I strongly recommend that you guys stop this one and go check out that other one. I'll put the card up here. I don't know what side it's going to be on. It's somewhere up here. You'll see a little card pop up. Click that one, watch that video first, and then come back to this one, okay? We're going to do a brief overview on everything, just really quick, okay? Make sure when you are looking for a car, make sure you go more for the used compared to new. You know, these cars aren't made to be just constantly driven. Okay, so you're gonna destroy this car. Okay, you got to keep that in mind. This car might last you 2 years if you're like really well maintaining it. So just I would strongly recommend you go with used compared to new. Okay, make sure it has low mileage. Make sure it has good tires. The suspension is in decent shape, okay? Make sure that the transmission, when you're test driving it, it shifts nice and smooth. There's no like jerking or anything like that. All right, take it to a mechanic, let them check it out for you, okay? Let them know what you're gonna be doing with it. Say, hey, I'm gonna flat tow this. Can you check, you know, these 3 main parts specifically? And, you know, just get their feedback. Let them, you know, figure out if it's gonna be good or if there's going to have a lot of issues right off the bat. So just double check with them. You know, please make sure you take it to a mechanic. If the dealer won't let you take it, then don't bother with it, okay? That's usually kind of a warning flag. So make sure you take it. Make sure the exterior is in good shape. You don't want something rusted, faded, 4 different colors. The companies will not allow you to use that for a tow vehicle, okay? So make sure, it doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure that it's in decent shape, okay? The max I would spend on a used tow vehicle is $7,000. I would not go a penny more, okay? You can find some really great used cars for that price, in that price range, so that would be my max I would recommend. If you can, and if you are able to, I strongly recommend a manual transmission. Okay, manuals are so much easier to flat tow compared to automatics, okay? And this video is mainly talking about how to find out which automatic cars can be flat towed. But if you can drive a manual, if you can drive stick, go with stick shift, okay? That way you don't have to worry about any of this, all right? However, if you don't like manuals, if you can't drive a manual, if you can't find a manual, which was my big issue, this is the guide for you, okay? Not all automatics can be flat-toed. Okay, the majority of them cannot. There's even certain makes, certain car manufacturers that I don't think any of their autos can be. Like Toyota, for example, they use that CVT transmission. You can't flat-toe automatic on those, okay? So to find out which ones can be kind of overwhelming, right? It's when I first started, this was kind of I don't know, it just scared me. I was just like, I don't even know where to start, you know? So hopefully this will help you guys, because I wish I had this video when I first started. So the best online resource that I have found through my the past few weeks that I've been researching, you know, diving through forums, diving through websites, diving through Facebook groups. This website is from motorhome.com, okay? And I'm gonna switch the camera here in a minute and kind of go over it with you on my computer. That way I can kind of give you guys a rundown on how to find this information. But the great thing is they have these downloadable tow guides, dinghy tow guides that you can download to your computer or your phone, and they've got the information there, okay, based on year. So they start, the newest one that they have is 2020, and it goes all the way back to the 90s, okay? It's an excellent website. I do recommend it from you guys to check this out. It's going to really, really help. So, even if you check the website and you're like, okay, this is the car I want, make sure that you download the owner's manual of that vehicle and you double check on the owner's manual, okay? That is kind of like the solidifying factor, okay? That kind of just solidifies that, okay, this can be flat-toed, this is how you correctly do it, okay? Don't fully rely on this website, okay? So I'm going to switch you guys around. I'm going to use my computer for this part, kind of guide you through how to find this information, where to go, and we're going to do, you know, just a little simulation, so to speak, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how this works, okay? Okay, so we are using my laptop here. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here to the bar, and the address you guys want to type in is motorhome.com/download dash dinghy dash guides. Okay, if you try to access this from the main website, they're gonna ask you to sign up. You can just bypass all of that. You can just go to this site directly right here, and this is like the gold mine for us. Okay, so what they did is they have gone by year. So what they have here is a dinghy tow guide for 2020. Okay, 50 plus manufacturer approved towables. So you just click it, all right, and it gives you a PDF option, okay? Now, as you will see, there's a lot of just advertisements, you know, a lot of articles. This will give you like where the list is, so you can go right to it. There's actually quite a bit of good information in here. If you guys are interested in reading it, you don't have to, but you know, it just gives you a lot of different options, a lot of different type of articles, like what the favorite midsize truck is the Gladiator, obviously from Jeep. Pretty much all Jeeps can be flat-toed, and they're super easy. That's kind of like the most popular option, regardless of the year. So we get down here to page 12, okay? And here is our list. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to read that. Let me zoom in. All right, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm sorry it's going to get a little distorted, but I just want to make sure you guys can read this well. Okay, if you want to pause the video, you're more than welcome to. So let's talk about the Chevy Blazer. Okay, this is for the 2020 Chevrolet Blazer. Okay, the base weight is 3810. Okay, and if we look at this right here, so if you go up to the top, it says speed distant limits. So for example, on my CRV, the max speed I can do is 65 miles an hour. And the max distance I can go before I have to basically kind of reset, so to speak, is 250 miles. So if the vehicle you are looking for has any of those kind of requirements or restrictions, this is where that information is going to be. Okay, so for the Blazer, the max speed is 65 miles an hour. Okay, it doesn't have a distance requirement. Okay. The next column is going to be towable with manual transmission. They don't make manuals for the 2020 Blazer, so it says NA. Is it towable with auto transmission? And yes, it is. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Max is 65 miles an hour. Yes, you can flat tow with an auto. Here is your city highway mileage, your gas mileage here, and here's the approximate price range. These are probably brand new prices. Okay, so that's what they're showing you here. This guide, okay, and this is how it is through every year until you get to the older ones. The older ones will just tell you if there is manual, if there's owner, like if there's a restriction that you need to check in the owner's manual. But the newer ones have this kind of information, which is great. So for example, we'll do another one here, the Jeep Cherokee 4-wheel drive. Okay, the base weight is 3,800 pounds, which is going to be heavy for most companies that you can flat tow for. Okay, there is no distance or speed limit restrictions, which is why a lot of people use Jeeps. They are so easy to do, guys. Okay, the manual transmission, if it's flat tow, there is no manual transmissions on the 2020 model. It can be flat towed with auto. Here is your mileage. This is your city, which is 21, and highway is 29. And here is the approximate price right here. So as you can see, there's special procedures that you do have to do. Okay, and this is only on the 4-wheel drive models with 2-speed power transfer unit can be towed. Okay, transmission in park, power transfer unit in neutral. Okay, so make sure that you double check all of this information in the owner's manual if this is the option you want to go for. Okay. Okay, so let's go back out to the main page here. I'm going to do kind of a demonstration for the vehicle that I have. So we're going to scroll down to 2004 because that's what my Honda is. Here it is. So we've got the 2004 dinghy towing guide. So we just click this and we come up again with the PDF. So let's see if we can find my car here. It's not on this page. Let's see. It's like the most popular car. Why isn't it on here? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. So let's go down. Yep, there it is. Okay, let me zoom in for you guys so you can see this a little bit better. If you guys are blind like I am, this will be helpful. Okay, so I have a 2004 Honda CRV. It is the all-wheel drive model. And my base weight is 3,200 pounds. Actually, let me scroll up just a little bit. That way you guys can see the columns. There we go. Okay, so I have a base weight of 3,200 pounds. I'll highlight it so you guys can see it a little bit better. So on here it says that my speed and distance limits are legal and none. And what that is referring to is that is referring to the manual transmission option. So I will show you guys here in a second how I know that it's only talking about the manual transmission option. Okay, so manual transmission, you can flat tow, yes. Automatic can be flat towed, yes. Okay, this right here is an absolute lie. I have never seen 28 miles per gallon on my vehicle. So this is probably for the front wheel drive option. I get about 24-ish on the highway in the all-wheel drive. So let's back up for a second. Let me scroll Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, so let's talk about these three right here. Okay, so this says that there is no legal, no max speed limit, there's no distance requirements or anything like that, and that is for manual only. Okay, and the reason why I know that is, well, first of all, I know, but second of all, right here where it says yes, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. See that little weird thing right here next to it? That's actually a 1, okay? So that means that there's a condition to flat tow an automatic of this model and this year, okay? So if we go back down over here, it says with prescribed towing procedure, okay? Basically, you have to check the owner's manual. Okay, this is how the older ones are going to be. They're not going to be quite as detailed with what kind of information they give you right off the bat. They will typically just say something along these lines to let you know, okay, you can flat tow this, but it's not just a simple, just put it in neutral and go kind of thing, okay? So, some autos are very complicated, okay? I want to go over that really quick. Some autos, you have to basically like disconnect pieces of your transmission or your suspension. It can get very complicated very quickly. So that's why this guide kind of helps you figure out what is going to be best for you, okay? I wanted something simple. I was trying to find a manual. I just could not find a manual transmission anywhere, and I looked for quite a few weeks. But it's actually not bad, because once you hit about 250 miles, I usually just top off on fuel anyway, and then I'll go through and cycle through the gears. Okay, so it's not horrible. But for example, let's check up here at the F-150 Heritage 4-wheel drive right here. Okay. When you look at the yes, you probably can't see this, guys, I'm sorry. That is a 3 and a 4 right here, okay? And if you come down here to number 4, guys, I don't even know what this means. I do not know what capping off one front axle vacuum motor line is, okay? So this is why this is super important to do your research before you go through the hassle of trying to find a car that you want to tow, okay? So yes, this website is phenomenal. Just make sure that you type in the address in its entirety, okay? Make sure it says download dinghy guides. That way you don't have to sign up for anything, okay? I will be putting this link in the description box below, so that way you guys can check it out. You can just click and go. If you and like I said, it's very, very informative. Let's check out the first one, just for poops and giggles. So let's check out 1990. Let's see how good this one is. Oh yeah, look at this. This is amazing. This is like history right here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. All right, so if you guys have a Daihatsu, I don't even know what that is, or an Eagle, you can get a Ford Crown Vic. This is amazing. This is some vintage stuff right here. Over 30 years old and it's on here. That's crazy. So yeah, this is a really great website, guys. This is going to really help you guys save a lot of time, a lot of stress trying to find out what can be and can't be. I wish I had found this a lot sooner, but I literally just kind of stumbled upon it one day, and I'm very grateful I did, so I could share it with you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, you really don't need another resource besides this. This is going to really help you guys out in trying to figure out what's going to be best for you. Excellent resource for you guys. Nice. So, ooh, ooh, ooh. I have a big head. My goodness. Let me put my. I bought a new lens, by the way. I think it looks a lot better than the old one. So, yeah. that's the resource that I found. Like I said, it's just, there's really no other option out there that even slightly competes with this. Okay, it's pretty much the most extensive guide you're going to get. Yeah, it's going to save you guys a lot of time. So I wanted to share that with you guys today. I hope you guys are able to kind of feel relief. When I was trying to find this information, I didn't know this website existed, you know. And fortunately for me, I went on to like a recreational RV website that was like a forum, and somebody posted this link. And it's a total game changer for us. It's definitely something that I recommend to everyone that is starting Driveaway, that is thinking about getting a tow car either now or down the road. Okay, so I hope this helps you guys. I hope it answers a lot of your questions. Like I said, just make sure that you double check the owner's manuals. Okay, you can download most owner's manuals online. You can get a PDF of them. You can go through, make sure that what it says on the website is accurate to what it says in the book. So anyways, guys, I hope this helps. If you guys have any additional questions, leave them down below. Next week, we will be talking about tow car equipment. Yowza. Okay, yeah, that's going to be an interesting video. If you guys have any specific questions about tow equipment, leave them down below. If you have any specific questions about tow cars, leave them down below, and I will try and touch on the questions that you guys have in the video next week. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was going to help you guys in the future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like and comment. Share with others if they're thinking about getting into this. I think it's going to really help them. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for all the support so far. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys next video.